chat, are you ready to begin? Hello and welcome to today's stream. I'm Professor Bodhi, aka Mr. Bonny John. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate your presence. Hope you had a wonderful Tuesday. Right? I've been hard at work for this week's coming video. Swimmingly. Everything's moving along very nice. It will kind of be closer to, I think, my 5K video in that, in general, I think I'm moving away from the speed painting kind of stuff because that was all very performative anyway. But it's going to be a good one. I'm going to readdress some of my weaker designs, including my first ever Fakemon. And it's been such a fun journey. You know, I think about even just recently having, I had a couple of months that I took off and I was playing games on stream, Legends Arceus and Let's Go Pikachu, and I was worried, am I ever going to be able to draw again? And I'm very dramatic. And yeah, here I am, I think over 50 designs in, and I feel great. And this kind of video is very fun to do because progress is just such a beautiful thing. And I'm pretty much taking everything I've learned making Fakemon designs and putting it in my own monster tamer. So welcome again. Let's go ahead down our roll call as my students are filling in. Hello, Chill Bill. Welcome in. Mark, hello. Hello, Kid. Snakes are actually my favorite animals ever. Snakes are pretty awesome. Hello, Oni. Welcome in. And hello, Draco. Welcome in. Darkwalker Vision Dominguez. Welcome. Please do, class. I want to draw like you. How much I talk seriously. Welcome in. Justin, what's going on? Good Tuesday indeed. I'm glad to hear. Attilagat or Bistat? Not sure. What do they mean that I can give you? Had to leave after your first? No worries. Thank you so much, Retro, and welcome in. So, chat, let's get started. Yesterday, I did all of my... God, I need a haircut badly. Goddamn. Have you seen my dinosaur starter designs? Maybe? I'm not sure. But I'm going to focus on today's stream first. Like the stream indeed. Thank you. So, chat. I'm looking at two designs that it took a while to get to them, you know? Indeed, that is the kind of thing that happens on stream. It happened a lot during Dex Neo, where I was trying to find a way to pretty much develop a concept live in front of people as I'm getting a ton of different suggestions or this, that, and the other. And it can be very hard, right? Because it's like, how do you stick to your vision? How do you apply critique that's fair or valid, but also, you know, sticking to your principles as a designer? And I'll say this, and I mentioned, hello, welcome in late. So I realized, and it was because Jelly, the only student who commented on the VOD. Again, I'd love to see more comments on the VODs after they go up. Just because it really does help the algorithm and whatnot. I also want to test out something real quick before we get into the art, which we're jumping in right away to the Spider-Woman. I'm not going to spend too long. I do like the Black Mandible, but again, like color and stuff is absolutely something that I will be figuring out. I did that because if I had yellow here, it kind of gets lost with the under kind of piece. And then, yeah, anyway, what I'm trying to say is I had this moment of clarity. And what I realized was more and more, I think the play here is to, and I'm just testing something out here, so don't get married to this concept. It might look cool, it might look dumb. Just doing like a quick kind of test. That said, I had a moment yesterday when the design kind of finally landed, right? I'll admit, I did get a little overwhelmed at everyone saying, oh, I liked it when it was bulky. I like this color. It should be like this. It should be like that. And at some point, you know, the thing is, I'm trying to cook, I'm trying to make people happy, but I gotta make myself happy. And I think something clicked when I realized the moment that I didn't have to make what I pictured in my head, which was a, well, you know, I guess a humanoid scorpion. The actual name escapes me, like the Mesopotamian name, Akkadian name. Um, and I realized, yeah, I just need to be inspired, right, by the concept. So in this case, the concept is these kind of scorpion men that, you know, I guess live out in the desert. And I was like, I didn't create a humanoid scorpion, but I still created something really interesting shape-wise. And that to me was what I got most excited about, right? Like, I created a scorpion that doesn't look like any other scorpion I've ever seen. And I said to myself also, you know, people are like, oh, you know, use this scorpion concept, or like there's this cool scorpion in real life and blah blah blah, and that's always helpful. But I'm sitting here thinking, like, POTEMPO are not like Pokemon that live in the world. They're spirits that kind of get translated, moving one plane to the next. And that to me was also something that I kind of lost sight about. And, you know, I'll remind myself every now and then where I'm like, okay, yeah, they're just supposed to be really cool creatures, first and foremost, that have their own rule sets of design. They don't have to be like in Pokemon. Many Pokemon, chat, are kind of like the Pokemonified version of an animal. And that's fine, that's what Pokemon does. But POTEMPO don't have to be that. So it was this really cool moment where I just kind of reminded myself, oh yeah, this is what POTEMPO has to be or could be. And it was just a nice kind of moment that I had, like, as I felt, you know, admittedly a little stressed out trying to make a design work, you know? It's also pretty cool. See if I can make a more humanoid version, you know? So it's good that I did this. Whether or not it's going to become a thing or not, the whole point is that exploration is king. Right? Exploration dictates the next phase. So now I have kind of like this more upright scorpion kind of guy, but I really love the shape of this. You know, these really large pinchers that are in the ground. But anyway, please do a Chihuahua female. I have one. Her name is Jan. If you want to commission me, sure. But I'll be working on POTEMPO today, as I have been for the last few weeks now. Don't forget to like the stream. Indeed, all ready to do it. Excellent. What's up, Orca? Welcome in. Would you like to hear an idea that I came up with? Feel free to type it in. Maybe the back could be hunched. Yes, I think all that stuff could absolutely be. It's like, I'm going to be exploring shape and all that kind of stuff, again, in like a second kind of pass. It could be something like so. But that is what exploration is for. So he's got a... too much space. So, okay, chat. Today's mission is clear. Obviously, Snake POTEMPO on the docket, right? But we got a Spider Woman to work. And this one, I think, will be a lot easier to nail because we spent so much time trying to figure out the design for this guy. And if they're going to be essentially counterparts, Um, I have a feeling that I want them to kind of look more similar. I'm not against certain species of POTEMPO, especially when they split, that they're not entirely the same, right? I think, for example, and I eventually want to get around to this guy. It might be tomorrow's stream. I want to do the swamp thing, and I'm basically thinking on the notion that I would say with the swamp thing, that's a decrepit kind of like, and don't get me wrong, swamp doesn't mean poisonous, and the direction is chaos, right? I'm not like saying one is devoid of life, but like swamp is overgrown, right? How does that differ design wise than say my treant order evolution? So I can make those guys feel very different, whereas here I think I do want to lean them into a similar look feel, right? Because they're both arachnids, right? Scorpion and spider. So I'm gonna go ahead and just jump into today's design. Again, thank you for joining me. Oh, an owl, elf owl pre-evolution to Delibird. It's been staring at our face. Potentially, right? Because Delibird does look like an owl, but he's got like penguin vibes, obviously, right? Definitely worth a try. Thinking like Golisopod upper torso. I love Golisopod. In fact, chat, did you guys know that Golisopod, I think for this one, I'm gonna give her a more wider kind of abdomen kind of base, you know? In fact, I can even use spider. And I think it would be cooler to have like her be a little more humanoid, like she's, you know, I guess just more expressive in her form, because she doesn't have giant claws, right? I also don't want to, again, creep out people who don't like spiders. So the way I'm going to do her legs, I think I'm going to have them be like this. So it's not 8 spindly kind of legs. I think I want to do something like 2 legs at a time. This. I could do, I think I want to do like 1. If the scorpion is like, that the front is very heavy, I want to give her a pair of legs in the front like this, and then like really large hind legs in the back, right? And I think that'll be a really cool kind of shape. And then naturally, I think I kind of want to give her I don't want to give her spider kind of arms as well, right? So however I do her arms, probably something like, I've done this pose before, so I don't know if I'll keep it. Give her like thorax, like these kind of bands. So many creepy crawlies indeed, Arthur. Welcome in. Normal, if I have something in mind, I'll just dive in, but from now on 50 small thumbnails. Normal, if I have something in mind, I'll just dive in. How about web for hair? I think web for hair is smart. Let's see how busy it gets. It would make a ton of sense, don't get me. The reason why Golisopod is Gizmo's partner is because of contrasting natures. Golisopod is calm and controlled nature. Yeah, I can see that. I'm not familiar with Undertale, so I can't really respond to that. And again, I want to give her the same level of I guess humanoid nature. She might be a little more expressive than, say, her counterpart. So let's see. It could be nice that they have similar mandibles. How their head is going to. She's got some psych. I say she, but you know what I mean. These are spirits. Ooh, okay, so if this guy, his patterns go down, her patterns could go. I'm going to church if the spider's the pastor. Spider fangs? Probably mandibles, I think, right? The same way. Now how am I going to do... Let's pull up some references of spider. Will the color scheme be the same? No, I don't think so. I think it's more important to separate them if they're going to be not only opposites, you know, but opposites as far as chaos and order, you know. Okay, I think, yeah, looking at maybe spiders with furry tufts could be something that could be really cool. I do want to have more interesting shapes, so let's see. Okay. There might be a more interesting way to get better shape here. So she has the larger lower body. I can see the Scorpion Man having larger and maybe hunched upper body. Probably. That would make sense. Go ahead. Would Scorpion have a warmer color? I guess the spider... Yeah, colder for sure. That definitely seems about right. I'm going to give her longer legs like this. You know what? This is what I think I'll do. This is what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to try and give her some more unique... Okay. So I like...
Vaping can expose you to toxic chemicals like formaldehyde. No need to spell it out any more than that. Brought to you by the Real Cost and FDA.
I want to, again... I don't want to make... If it lands into something that's expected, so be it. But if I could nail, like, something that's more unique, of course that's what I want. So let's do one leg like that. We'll block in the shapes like. Bonnie, what do you think about this as an Ash Ketchum team? Pikachu, Iron Thorns, Tinkaton, Hydrapple, Skeledirge. I don't know Ash well enough to answer that entirely. Chat, what do you think? Is that a good Ash team? I knew Ash, you know, from early on, but I don't... You know what? They both have an arrow pattern facing down, so either you gotta be upside down and make clear same pattern. Well... No, but this one's going up. This one is going upwards, whereas this guy's is going downward. So I think I've already got that set. Let's go ahead. I do want this to be... Okay, so maybe her abdomen can kind of come this way. Just... Let's do something like that. Now that we've got that, there's still a few... So now that... Okay. I can do something cool with the arm. I think that's kind of why I removed... I like that she's very elevated. I mean, since spiders hang upside down? Well, spiders do, but she's not a spider. She's a POTEMPO, right? She'll be walking around like this. What art program do you use? I use Photoshop. I use Photoshop with a Wacom Intuos tablet. And then I have my iPad there, which I do more refinement work stuff. Oh no, I destroyed my little spider baby. Also, Chad, I think what I'm going to do is I will probably... I look at this guy and I don't hate his little yellow arms / mandibles. I think they are cute, but the more I look at it, obviously it's a super early take, but I think it's just going to be way cleaner if I do something like that. And because I don't want the design, and I probably will adjust the top as well. I don't want this design to read too spider-like. You know, it's supposed to be more vague because it'll be split in 2 ways, right? I don't mind it if he just has 4, because he's not spider, hence why I said spider-like. But, you know, he'll be splitting into an arachnid and whatnot. So I don't know if I'm going to keep this same... You know, I'll have both of these to look at. So this version is just going to be a much more simplified. I already like how much more simpler this looks to me compared to his brother. And then just to add a little interest, stuff like a little bit of patterning can go. And then for the top, it could be it. I think it could just look like an app. It could be banded. Simple, but you know what I mean. So, by the way, so as I was saying, I'm working on that art for you guys for this coming week's video. And honestly, the way I do second passes is crazy. Like, there's seriously so much of like a jump every time. So all these designs are in extremely safe hands. It's always so fun to work on second passes. This is more like a kind of obvious color for a spider, but I think it'll look really good. In fact, it could be cool just to give her like some fuchsia. I like that little nub you tried out for a second there. Could be a tick. Oh yeah, that's true. It absolutely could be a tick. Yeah, that's true. I'll mark that down, question mark, tick. Again, I don't even mind, chat, you know, if I make it vague. That to me is the ultimate POTEMPO, right? It doesn't have to like be everything perfect, everything what we expect it to be. Like, a lot of POTEMPO, as you guys have come to know my taste in designing my creatures, it's really about subverting expectation, right? Kind of like something I really enjoy. Well, I know this is a bad decision. What does that mean? But how's everyone doing? What does that mean? Welcome in. It's so cute. Thank you. Thank you, Level Select. A cloth, maybe. What does that mean? So a doorbell? Basically, vague small boy with multiple legs that can evolve. Yeah, exactly. I think the more and more something is open to... I keep going back to it because that's the name of this game or world, and of the creatures themselves. But POTEMPO is entirely about potential, you know? So the moment that Um, Examine 14 and brick in it. Now you're gonna pass me. Um, the moment that I can make things, and I say this in a way that means vague, allows people to, you know, kind of look forward to a surprise each time. As I've said before, like, it's always fun that Digimon, like, your creatures could be anything. And there's so many branching paths. And so, in that sense, it's sometimes a crapshoot, you know? Let's see how to do this face. This is gonna be difficult. What's up, Dingus? What's going on? Give me Lolth from D&D? I love that. Cool. I don't know who Lolth is exactly. Please teach me. I do love me some D&D. Still trying to get a game going with my friends because I did write them a beautiful one-shot. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep messing around and see what happens with this face until something lands. Really Spider-Man shaped? I do love Spider-Man. Is the goddess of the drow. Got you. Welcome in, Alec. Alex. Yeah, go for it, kid. I mean, you know, inspiration strikes, you know, during these creative moments. A lot of you guys have told me quite often when you're watching me illustrate, you're also designing and illustrating alongside with me. Really cool. Spider Lady. This is who Dakota Johnson thought she was going to be playing in the movie, huh? You guys saw it? Madam Web? I'd love to probably sit down and, like, hate watch. Not to be a negative Nancy, like, I hate too much negativity. But, like, Sony kind of keeps doing it to themselves. I'm just seeing Gardevoir in my face here. I'm going to see how to get rid of it. Alright, so do we give her traditional... Some spiders are furry. But you know what? Let me give her kind of like this white kind of tuft in the middle. Maybe not. So you know what? I'll make it so that these two are among the more stronger second stage evolutions. Otherwise, I do have to simplify their designs a little bit. But I don't think that's necessary. I think I will make them just stronger. It gives a good variety because you'll need to have, like, you know, some two-stage creatures that kind of exist in the overworld. What I might do then is, like, these two probably don't evolve. Coming around pretty cool though. What do we think, chat? Pretty cool? So now, I guess what I'm trying to wonder is... Ooh, you know what I can do, chat? What's her shtick, right? If she is a spider, at least the other guy's got two massive claws. He's got a stinger in the back. His face is a freaking stinger. What is she doing other than just walking around like this? So I suspect I might have to figure out a way to incorporate webs. It could be something like... Maybe it's something like this. Where... Maybe she can, like... do something with the webs here. Because there's something interesting about this part. Maybe she can, like... Maybe she's like a claw. Like she comes down... I love her, Your Honor. This is the real Madam Web. I love how you both design like Mandibles' hair. Yeah, I can kind of feel that way, but I want to add a little more to it. Have not seen Madam Web, the SSU. Yeah, the Sony movies, no. I don't lost faith in the MCU, too recent. Yeah, for sure. And I think it's just a matter of... The fact of the matter is, chat, those movies, especially these newer movies and this, that, and the other, it's a simple case of a lot of it is superhero fatigue. A lot of it is losing sight of what made the originals great, which is characters first. When you introduce just too many characters, I love to see all these new characters, but you're not giving them time to properly develop and flesh out. And for example, Shang-Chi is one of the characters who was like a breakout hit, and it's been years since that movie came out. Like, strike where the iron's hot. You know, I can get into a whole thing with the MCU, but I firmly believe that they're on the right track. And as with anything in the world, you need to stumble so you can kind of get back up and find your way again. Because what they did do was incredible, right? A 10-year run of incredibly engaging, solid film, you know, and connecting it at a level that, you know, we've never really seen before. You know? That's so impressive. So yeah, of course at some point they're gonna stumble, you know? Being a hater, of which I don't, you know, participate in the Marvel hate train stuff. I see it all the time online, and it's just very old. It's absolutely valid to criticize. I do all the time with Marvel. But, you know, they didn't get there by accident. And in no world did they get there by luck. So you got to trust that at some point find their way. I think, you know, this whole Deadpool like revamp kind of thing that's happening essentially with TVA and potentially rewriting, and you know, now's a good time to kind of be like, hey, yeah, maybe we messed up, let's simplify. So let's see, since the scorpion likely live in deserts, what about the spider? I'd say late, probably like cave areas, forests, you know, things like that. Long-ranged web shooting or venomancery. Look it up a lot. Black Widow have a red hourglass pattern, so maybe time patterns? No, I think that's too much. I like the connection. That's probably better for Pokemon art. Maybe she can glide, make a web wingsuit. I think her body's too big to glide. I think it would look really silly saying that. I just put that there as a placeholder just to feel out where ideas can take me, you know? But keep up the suggestions. Good to see everyone. Hello, welcome in, welcome in. The web can be kind of a glider. Hot take superior fatigue isn't a thing. It's just a quality thing. But see, I would agree that with quality, Marvel clearly showed that by spreading it across quantity, it does become fatigue because we're forced to watch so many things that we don't necessarily care about. Just to get maybe a glance at a hero that we're interested in. Like, you know, I like the character Echo in Hawkeye, but then to give a spin-off where I might see maybe Daredevil for a brief second, it's so much I have to keep up with, and that to me is where the fatigue comes in. I don't want to see all these kind of things. Like, there is a time and place to be like, let's give this character, you know, like a means to expand their story, and that's probably better suited for a show than a film. But then when you're cramming in a lot of stuff that like, I have to now, it kind of, and not that everything is like forced watching to get like a story beat. As a Marvel fan, you do want to watch all that kind of stuff. That's where I got the fatigue, where I'm like, I've got so many things on my plate. I don't really want to watch Echo. Like, even Moon Knight, I'd rather see that as a movie than a show. And I love Oscar Isaac. I love the concept of Moon Knight, but it didn't quite land for me as a show, you know? And so when I'm like watching all these kind of things and it keeps coming out with this kind of stuff, you know, I'd wager even watching Star Wars stuff and other adjacent comic booky and nerdy kind of stuff still add to my fatigue, right? It's just stuff that I gotta catch up with and keep up with and watch, and that's where I refer to the fatigue stuff. Looking back at the first Iron Man, wish they had stuck more to the formula. Going down the comedy. Yeah, I think they'll get back to basics first. I gotta do something with the head. I'm looking at some spiders. The furry kind of could be give her maybe what looks like hair like this, but at the same time it's not like the other guy was made more masculine with men's hairstyle or anything, right? But let me see. Alright, so how do I make her visual point of view? She's literally just a spider lady. You know what I mean? Okay. Could have... Let's see, what's the point of having 4 arms? Of course, the reason why is because you have to make the... If it's spider-like, right? I guess that's kind of what I learned with the scorpion, right? Going from a scorpion man to a scorpion-like man thing. The absolute come at me energy of this mod, hell yeah. Let's see here. For sure, we talked Thor yesterday. That was a fumble. Yeah, like Ant-Man Quantumania, I think was really awful. But Deadpool is going to be awesome. Gives me Gardevoir vibes. There is a reason. It's because the hair tufts come down like Gardevoir. I thought the same thing. Welcome in Kofi. The idea, have it set up a super button so it looks like it's walking hair. That's more a habitat thing, which it could absolutely. What's going on, Dr. Crowbar? Therapy group, we were playing D&D? Hell yeah. Butters. We have, what was it, Yandy and Butters now. Legs being made of silk. He looks badass. Speaking of Moon Knight, I think season 2 is in the works. Is that true? I did like the end of it, but like, I just feel like they've been missing the mark sometimes in subtle ways. Why are you giving her angel dust hair? What does that mean? You guys have to talk to me whenever you say any kind of references and stuff. Like, let me know what that means. There's way too many of you guys for me to keep up with all the cool things you're into. Actually, angel dust is a drug, so that's a little concerning. Actually, let me do yeah, maybe something like that. He does look cool, but okay, I don't like the spikes going up. Give me Roserade vibes actually with the hair, huh? Looking so cool so far, but I see why do I change it. Garbo, yeah, welcome in, Rosa. Oh, my fellas. Kind of reminds me of Elise from League of Legends. Could you have clothing made of webbing? I'm not a fan of clothing stuff. Love this is I'm getting Mega Man Maverick. Which one was that again? For PlayStation? I think Exotic works for aliens, but Bond probably has a different idea for it. Exotic? There is fatigue. When so many movies come out there, even if it's good. Yeah, exactly. It's just tiring for me to keep up with everything. The fatigue, just because it's not MCU adjacent, I think, you know, it's just a lot. Since the scorpion tail is facing backwards, would it be weird for the spider backside to face forward like a bee wasp trying to sting but shoot webs? Might look a little sussy. Same thing with the why I didn't put the scorpion tail a little lower for the guy in the front. I've been meaning to ask, is there an alien group in POTEMPO, like things inspired? There might be one that's mostly more bacteriophage, but like not like aliens per se. It wouldn't really make sense in my world because they're spirits first and foremost. As far as being inspired by that kind of stuff, they would probably fall in something like cryptid, but like it wouldn't be like alien type. Okay, let's see. Hello, X2. Welcome in, welcome in. Looks so assertive. Just came in to say hi. Hello. Asymmetrical spice there. He's a has-been character. I have no idea. Okay, yeah, so I don't watch Has Been. That's what they mean. Colors giving me Iron Shreds. Wait, Bonnie, are you saying you've never heard? I've heard of Has Been, but I don't know who Angel does. Not into the like. I've seen the art style. Doesn't quite speak to me. I know it's very popular though. Not sure if you decided it's a video game or tabletop, but I'd love to see you and a few friends playing Critical Role style. Like meaning for this game. I mean that would be sick, but that would be forever and away. I can't even imagine how long that. I like the first 2 episodes of Moon Knight. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I like that quite a bit. In the beginning, the kind of this element where he's trying to figure out what he's doing is really cool, but it kind of got old quickly for me personally. But you know, Pose So Jojo, yeah, Has Been Hotel, not just Has Been. PokeTuber actual play. I was thinking about that, maybe pitching that to like Ron and them. I'm not super confident as a DM, but you know, I could obviously learn as I go. But I just don't want to have like YouTube comments or people like, "Buddy, it's actually supposed to be this, that, and the other." And at the end of the day, chat, the whole point of DMing is that you get to have the final say. Now, obviously, if I mess up something real bad where like a character death happens because I wasn't respecting the rules or whatnot, at the end of the day, the DM, one way or another, makes the final call, right? But that could be really cool, like if I did a Pokemon-inspired one. Might have to be something I explore, potentially. But of course, I'm already very busy working all my stuff. Alright, I like this character quite a bit. However, I still gotta figure... Ooh, wait a second. I got a cool idea, chat. Moon Knight Season 2, Jake Lockley. I like that last guy. Spider Fella with asymmetrical copy. Thank you, Rosa. You would be there every episode? Awesome. Remember, your friend is Alistair. Feel big but pretty irrelevant. Yeah. I get thrown out when you guys give me suggestions of things I don't know. Like I get whiplash. I'm like, supposed to know this? I can't participate in that kind of conversation, which is fine. If you guys know, feel free to chat about that. Alright, let's see. Oh, wait. I could give her like her antennae her antennae could be hair turned arms that independently move. I feel like that looks really sick. Ooh, wait a second. And then she could have like this webbing for hair. Hold up, chat. Your boy might be onto something here. Yo! This looks crazy, but what is she doing with her hands? Come at me. No, you know what? That might be too crazy. This really does look like God of War with the way this comes here, right? Maybe the head could be more like a web bundle cocoon. That's true, could be. Pheromosa got an upgrade? No, Pheromosa got nothing on it. I think the results will be stream appropriate. No, it's okay. I'm not too interested. It's a cartoon, right? Like on Prime. And I think it was like, was it funded by people or? I think it started as some sort of YouTube show that got. Huh? You should make a mom based on Glimgo from the Gungaga. Thing is, I was about to lose my shit because I'm like, this is like something that like it sounds insane. This sounds insane, and like I don't know it. Like I can't keep up with my chat right now. And then the moment I read that, I'm like, oh. The Gungaga universe goes crazy. Yeah, super R-rated. Oh, okay. A24 funded? Rakna Kadaki from Monster Hunter? Not sure what that is exactly. Guessing some sort of spider. I've played Monster Hunter, but I don't recognize that creature. Like a tarantula's little face leg, says Ron. Don't worry about POTEMPO looking like something else. There's so many people designing for things. There's going to be overlap for sure, but at the end of the day, I do want... It is very important for me to... If I myself am not content with the overlap, then I'm going to change. Right? Like, if it didn't bother me, I wouldn't mention it, you know? But if it does, I'm going to probably go out of my... fix it. Because, like, artists will tell you, there's nothing worse in the history of the world than creating something and someone's like, that looks like blank from this show. Artists, like, we can't stand that. Because the rest of the thing will look like something else, but they'll be like, the hair looks like this, or the body looks like this, or the color looks like this. And you're not wrong, right? Those comments aren't wrong. It doesn't mean that, like, we love to see or hear that, right? Ask any artist, they'll be like, I hate when people... But it's, you know, especially in an early phase, it's probably a necessary thing to kind of, like, say, just because now is the time to, like, break free of anything that might look or feel like something, right? Alright, I like this, but I think... What is she doing with her arm? See, part of me thinks, like, I should give her big things like this. Because I think it could... This kind of reminds me of my scissor. So what if I did something like this where she's got her arms crossed like this? She's like this boss lady. Oh, you know what? I kind of like this. Because these look like the spider fangs. But it also kind of looks like hair or like demon horns, kind of. I think she needs something else here because she's... Because again, it's not like the Scorpion Man looks traditionally male. I don't mind adding male energy or female energy to it. You know what I mean? But okay, what's up, JC? Welcome in, welcome in. Hasbin is a hotel cartoon set in literal hell, so like, don't hear. Gotcha. Hello, Hikari, welcome in. It is a Snyder. It's not a Snyder. What's up, Matus? What's going on? Hope you're all having a fun time. Oh, that's a really nice way to start the comment. I loved your evolving. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate you, Matus. Thank you so much. Locketight's attitude. Hey, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Started as YouTube pilot, got picked up by Prime. Got you. Rakna Kadaki debuted in Rise. Which one was Rise? Was that the one for Switch? Because I have that one. Never played it. Indie animations before the amazing digital. Yo, we gotta get POTEMPO starting out indie and then explode, chat. Silithid. Silk Lilith Arachnid. Silithid. Although me and my sib are more of a fan of Hell of a Boss, Sassy Pose, Hands on Hips. And I'm curious of the dex entries of Potempos because it's like more like Mythos. I assume it's like Yokai Watch. What is Yokai Watch like before I answer that? Because then I can kind of figure it out. Because I was thinking about sitting down. I haven't done this yet. I still haven't named so many of my mons. So I do want to name all of my mons, obviously. And then I also want to sit down and think about dex entries and this and that and the other. For sure it's something that's on my to-do list because, you know, chat, we all know this, names can also very much infer the personality. It can teach the player about, you know, the character. It could hint at an evolution. There's so much that a good name can do, right? It's getting to be pretty cool. I would say you use a lot of round triangle shapes. Can't think of a popular monster image that have a similar length. That's awesome. I love to hear that. Thank you, Oni. Well, I don't know if you mean it as a compliment, but like, I do act like, you know, you have to add protrusions to give movement, you know. But yeah, in a way, I would absolutely take that as a compliment. I want to have my own shape language. Oh, you know, it'd be awesome. Imagine, chat, like way down the line, right? This thing comes out, and then you guys can say that you watched me create all these things, and that my work has its own style and voice. You know, if I'm so lucky and blessed to have, you know, fan art done for me, most recently by Late, by Justin. You know, one of my friends was telling me, like, dude, that's so amazing. And I told him, like, tell me about it. I'm like pinching myself that people care about my work or even me as a person, you know? So imagine down the line, like, people are like creating their own potempos and they're like, no, it doesn't look like, it's not Bonny John style enough, like the way people say Sugimori style. And, you know, that's really just something that I would be so pleased with, that if my work has their own look feel that is immediately recognizable, like, it's all I kind of hope and pray for, you know? Which is why I always say, like, so if it looks like a certain character concept, I'll go out of my way to see if I can adjust it and try to make it read as its own thing, you know. It still needs some sort of gimmick other than being obviously a spider. So she needs one more set of legs. This is going to be, ooh, wait, I'm gonna do some Spider rises for the Switch. This is definitely like an Ushi-Oni. We're definitely escaping the Gardevoir allegations, gang. Maybe look at the mandibles of a Yautja. What is a Yautja? Hello, watch me grinding my heart to dust. It's great. I feel like I've heard about this, but I also don't know what. Yokai Watch's medallion entries. What is a medallion? Tell me about medallion. I love to do, like, it's necessary research. Feels more like personal than professional, often giving details about how the yokai like to pass the time. That's so cute. Akaran. Hello, Chris. Do people like live streams of lots of classic video games? Classic video games picked by lots of people in the chat. Dabby of Blue Television. Are you advertising in my stream? Is that what I'm seeing right now? Without even introducing yourself? That's crazy. Spy Girth. Damn you, Alex. Both indie shows are far more successful, making more money than Disney. Well, I mean, that's it. Disney has so many hands in their pocket. They're not making more money. One show is not outdoing everything Disney had. That's way too face level to take. Kushina is a demon in Japanese myth embodies. Yeah. I remember seeing a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Repider, it's a compliment, Bonnie. I love. Thank you so much, Oni. I appreciate it. I think I can say the same about you. All the work you're putting in very much looks like your own thing for sure. Hello, Jelly. What's going on? Definitely like a counterpart to Scorpion. Good. The Predator. Oh, that's right. Predator Alien. That's right. That's what it is. Are you going to do name then? If not puns, I think I'm going to do names. I think I am going to do names. Yokai Watch's Pokedex. It allows the medals that yokai give you to the show. Spy Dirty sounds a little doity. It houses the medals that shows your friends. That's cute. I like that physical kind of representation. I was thinking something similar with like totems and stuff. Okay, how do we get this lady's face, chat? That part is kicking my ass. I'm gonna just keep looking up spider stuff. Okay, I think. Oh, hold on. What if she has? Oh, chat, I got it. It could be. If the other guy has massive claws, her thing can have massive legs, or arms rather, like her true arms in the front. Oh shit. Chat, this is a little bit like Spidops though. Dang, that's kind of cool though, right? Coming out of the abdomen. Like the Go to Johnson. It'd be funny if the physical totems would be bobbleheads. That would be so cute. Dang you, Spidops, you just had to come out and ruin this. I was thinking like her extra arms, her arms would be these kind of like her weaving kind of. Oh wait. It could be. Maybe, okay. Oh no, these look like large mandible. Because what if they shot out? Screw Spidops! You don't catch the yokai, instead you befriend them through battle, increasing the chance. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, that's kind of the vibes I want to go for POTEMPO. HB is a web series set in the same universe. Oh. Funny creative. Huh. Go with it? Prefer low kicks. I do love low kicks so much. Give it a killer mustache. Give her a Diablo to spin. What is a Diablo? I know what that means. Devil in Espanol. Why would anyone want to not say that? Low kicks does go hard. I love low kicks. So cool. Mandible mustache. The extra arms would knit a web like a grandma knitting. Oh, Granny spider. I like her arms here. So you know what? I'm gonna get rid of the fur here. I'm gonna make her a little more slim. Can't wait to come up with them. Chat, I'm so close to figuring this out. It kind of feels more like an alien, right? Spider lady, I mean, which is fine. I like that she's really elevated. Oh, hold on, no, this would be sussy to have her groin be out pushed front, and then she's like squirting. Okay, Chinese is Kamen Rider. Yeah. Low kicks, it's all in the animation. I wish more of the leg was seen as what they're meant to be. Like, I love the mechanism that they did for it, you know? It's such a cool design. So clean. Chat, I'm right there. I know for a fact my design is is right there. Wait, hold on. These kind of look like, yeah, her take on the arachnid claws. You know what? Wait, what if her whole thing, she's got like this kind of ball gown type of thing, and she like traps people in her ball gown. There's like an interesting shape here. That'd be like kind of crazy. Bigger abdomen and back legs would weave special shapes to it and then scaring your prey with it as she lowers her front down. Damn, it went dirty real fast. Welcome in, Mike. Angle her abdomen down instead of up. Contrast? That's true. It could go down. Although, you know what? I kind of like the negative space. Something like... Which, I mean, that there is a lot of like open space there. I don't hate this, but I do like how open it is, so the legs really kind of own the space. Maybe you're extra. Maybe she could have. No, but see, this is very praying mantis vibe. Right? Met Gala vibes, hell yeah. She is based. She is not based on the Black. She's not based on the Black. She's just a regular spider. Well, spider inspired is the. Dude, there's actually an old time ground frame to make stay the same shape. Yeah, a gown could be really cool. Do spiders have stingers at the end? Either, actually, that could look really nice. Did her fiance leave her at the altar? No. She would never get stood up. No worries, no worries. Never need a apology or anything. Let's go ahead and chat. It's right there. I can tell my design is like right there. I'm missing one kind of breakthrough. Oh, you know what it is? I could jump away from her real quick. A lot of spiders eat their husbands. Don't worry, POTEMPOs don't have husbands or wives. Or genders. Or genders. Looking at some of these yokai depictions. It weaves its things with its legs. It's okay, it's not a true spider like. You know what? Maybe I'll give her arms like right like this. Like in the front. That would look kind of creepy. Telling these last the last it could be, but see, this feels like an ant or some sort of other insect. I could give her a second pair here, but oh, again, doesn't this read too praying mantis like? Spider silk scarf? I don't like Silk from Spider-Man, right? I love Silk's design. You guys have seen them here in the comments. This looks like legs. It looks like she's sitting on her own body. Boy, what the hell? Oh my god. You say no gender, but by the time you finish a spider, it could be a monster waifu, but like, you know, it's okay for designs to lean towards what we perceive as a gender. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not against that, right? Like androgynous folks, right? Some days they might want to read more masculine in their appearance, and other times they might want to read more feminine, right? I think it's okay that across a series with so many androgynous designs, and I would argue a lot of people tend to look at, say, Pokemon and assume a lot of them are like outright male, and that's more of a thing that I think is, I was gonna say psychic damage, but the way we kind of like, you know, view men as, you know, like more fighters and warriors and just aggressive. So we see a creature like, and they're fighting, you know, especially in these like Pokemon games, we're like, yeah, they're likely, you know, even starters, right? I believe of like a 75% male distribution. It's like an interesting conversation. I have a theory why. All right, this is what I'm going to do, chat. I'm going to let Spider Queen sit down for a little bit because it's time to... We've worked on this for an hour. I think by stepping away a little bit, it will probably give me a chance to kind of think about where I need to go by working on something like the snake. So, chat, give me some concepts of snake mythologies. I know one that was given to me a long time ago of like a silly one where it's the rotation, like this, basically like a tire snake. That could be really cool, and it kind of like, I feel like, you know what, at the same time I don't want to use that one because I feel like that would be a cool one to like evolve into Ouroboros, you know, the snake or serpent that eats its own tail, you know. Okay, so we'll let Spider Lady sit for a little bit. Let's work on snake guys, snake tempo. Tensor neck is about to break. Sitting on top of the abdomen, and I don't hate that, says Shady. What if you cross the arms to make it look like crossed legs? Its gender is spider, exactly. Have the front two crossed like one of those boss ladies. That's gonna be like the sexiest POTEMPO of all time if I did that. Her body could be her throne. When it's worded like that, that's one of the coolest things I've ever heard of. For a long time, I thought Tilda Swinton was David Bowie. I can see that. Fancy regalia thing. Sitting look could be cool. Spider parts like a throne. Snake time. What about the web between the legs? And pattern. Masculinity. Psychic damage. I'm gonna say I really love that ball. Oh, thank you, Ryoma. I might mess with that. You know the Naga Lamia? I am gonna make the snake the second evolution. It'll be based on Seshanaga, who I believe was a mount and a many-headed serpentine god. So, but now you say, have you stretched? Thank you, Jelly, my sweet jelly bean. Thank you. Let's stretch. Chat, if you've been drawing with me, it's time to stretch. Let's get it. Let's just spray it silk. Ouroboros, Quetzal, Kukulkan. Wasn't Kukulkan a more aquatic sea serpent, right? Yamatonorochi. I believe that one is a sea serpent. He lives in a clam, right? Hydra's way too powerful to make a baby for. I don't remember what they are other than snakes. Black mambas are my favorite snake. I think their black mounts can lead to cool ideas. Oh, monster. The snake one that becomes the wheel. There are two American ones. Oh yeah, the Tsuchinoko. But you guys know I've been doing too many Japanese yokai. I don't want to hear no more Japanese. Much love to the Japanese yokai, but I got too many y'all on my game. Gonna eat a hamburger? You better put some pickles, onions, lettuce on him, caramelized onions if you can. Put some ketchup in there. Oh. Nuba is a Chinese snake goddess? Can't make a goddess first. The snake that hunts the sun. Apopvis. What is that one like? Ulkulkan Quetzalcoatl. Yeah, it's definitely finale for sure. Ouroboros snake, but it's too short to reach its tail. Hoop snake. See, like I was saying, hoop snake would work. But damn, I need a haircut, yo, because my fade, when it grows in, this part is still black. And so when the fade grows in, Jack, give me 1 sec. I haven't been able to see my barbers. I just looked at my hair and it's popping out like a crazy person. Okay, how's it going? Welcome in, Cole. Welcome in. This is a little better. Can you tell? I don't like my hair right now. Yamato Norichi. Oh, yeah, my fault. I got you. It's the 8-headed serpent that slew. Got you. What was the clam snake sea serpent thing? Dragon. Ukrukan was a winged serpent, commanded the 9 winds of Mayan. Oh. Maybe I can do Kulkulkan. Because at the end of the day, it's still going towards becoming a powerful snake. I would want to evolve Seshanaga maybe in game 2 to kind of be against the Lamia. I think that'd be sick. The one at the roots of Yggdrasil. The names in Nordic mythology. Ooh. Wait, yeah, that could be a cool one. I think the Adder had a special place in Druidic. In the Dolgar. Hairdo Moment. Jormundir. More of a dragon? Might you be thinking Jormundir? Clamser is Shisabora. Copy. Bakunawa. No, Bakunawa is too powerful. I think that's the Philippine one, right? Hoop Snake to Jormundir that wraps around the world. Ooh, you know what? It could be that or Ouroboros. Oh, wait, Jormundir could be Chaos, and then it could split to Ouroboros as the Order. Hello, Kay, welcome in. That'll be for part 2. I need a damn haircut. Yig from Lovecraft? No, Lovecraft, I'm already doing Cthulhu. I love Japanese lore, but I'm avoiding in my own project. I know there isn't much of the Caribbean. I'm glad, bro. I'm glad that you're doing that. That's why I love to see you put in a lot of your culture. Hey, thank you, bro. Rolled up snake that looks like a pile of doo-doo. Released depictions of the basilisk was the king of the snakes. Oh, yeah. Although I'm planning to save basilisk for a split. There'll be a split with cockatrice. Yeah, in part 2. All right, this is what I'm gonna do. I already have. Oh, there is a snake. There is a snake, chat. I got it. Here's the thing, Dingus, they have so many cool monsters, but the world has so many cool monsters, and I want to put that on display, right? Chat, I got it. Maybe have 2 Ouroboros biting each other's tail to form a Morbius strip? That sounds way too cool and complicated for a baby. This is what I'm going to do. It's simple. It's simple. What about Jormundir and Ouroboros that can evolve into both eating each other? This would be cool, but no, not the Harry Potter one yet. Ever looping side. Yeah. I'm gonna leave the conversation there so I can get to this. Ready, chat? Watch this. Somebody looked this up for me. I freaking wrote this down, and I did the research for it earlier. I'm gonna do that one snake where the back half is a head. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Watch this. Watch this. So I'm gonna put this guy, his totem will be in the front, and I'm gonna have his tongue coming out of the darkness. And this is gonna be a faux head in the back. It's for simple. Bookworm Adventures. Watch this, chat. I'm gonna get you the name. Yeah, but see, that's Pokemon style thinking, right? I'm teaching you guys the POTEMPO way. POTEMPO isn't just Bonny John's art style, right? It's Bonny John's set of rules and designs to it, right? Amphis Bana. Arigatou gozaimasu. That's right. It's Amphis Bana. Thank you. I will go ahead and read you guys Amphis Bana. From ancient Greek, mythological ant-eating serpent with a head at each end. That's who I want for this first form. Creatures also called Amphisbaena, Amphisbean, Amphisbona, Amphista, Amphivna. Okay, whatever. Stop. That's too many. Also known as the mother of ants, even though it eats them. Name comes from Greek words amphis, meaning both ways, and baning, meaning to go. So what's cool is one of the ways it was described by Claudius Aelianus. I was reading this earlier today. They wrote, the Amphisbaena, however, is a snake with two heads, one at the top and one in the direction of the tail. When it advances as needed as forward movement impels it, it leaves one end behind to serve as a tail, while the other uses its head. Then again, if it wants to move backwards, it uses two heads in the exact opposite manner from what it did before. So that's pretty easy, right, to understand. Then to make its home in the desert. So I can have this guy live with the snake. Maybe this guy hunts these two guys, and then they have like rivalries. So this could be one of the first forms where I think his name is Jonathan. I couldn't agree anymore. So this could be the very first POTEMPO who's got two heads. And this is actually really perfect. You want me to teach you guys about Seshanaga, or does anybody want to go in and start doing the research? Seshanaga has multiple heads. This couldn't have been a better pick, chat. This looks like a smile. Look at him. Ooh, what if I made him like this and it looks like teeth and two eyes? Wait, that kind of goes hard, chat. John and Nathan, doy. Now, I'm also not against keeping one side a fake head and it's just one head. But it could be that it's only got two eyes, and on the other side of this POTEMPO, it don't got another set of eyes. So they really are relying on each other. Like between them, they only have one eye each, and they're looking at each other in pose. That reminds me of Liar. I was thinking that too, the shape, right? Like a heart. It's tight. You know what? So let me try that. Like straight up this funny, goofy design. Cute. Do duos pray. No do duo in this world. Just remember, the largest snake to have ever existed was just found in India, called Vasuki indicus? Indicut. I'm gonna look that up. Oh, so I should say, I'm gonna make my... It was just discovered? That's so tight. India is such a cool animal. Two heads still fine, even... Yeah, that's true. Many animals can have deformities, right? And this is just another way I can, like, introduce interest in biology, right? Like, deviations from what's expected, right? This is the first POTEMPO we've seen with two heads. Pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, it could be Aztec, it could be Amphisbaena. It could be a combination. You know, it doesn't have to be just one. I think I want him to be a very typical green. Something bright and fun. I have my other snake who starts off the Chimera line. He's like a gray, red, and gold. I want to make this typical. I'm going to make it orange. Actually, you know what, Chad? I really do want to maybe make it like white. Kind of look like tea. He does look like a smile. It's crazy. I know that's too goofy. It may not stay. Because they only got the one eye, you know? So cute, I love it. Thank you. Maybe pull a Slimander from Yokai Watch. It was a 3-headed snake boss. The only way to damage is find the mouth protecting its eye. Looks like a liar. Second comment. Anything based off of Odin's Ravens. I don't have Odin's Ravens, Cole. Is there anything about them that like have like a visual point of reference? I have a ton of birds already, so I'm not like too interested in adding more birds. In fact, I think I have to like debuff birds a little bit because I have got a lot, and I've got a few more coming, like the Phoenix, potentially a Baba Yaga, who I do want to keep, but because I don't have a lot of Russian mythos. But so is it a split Evo or just a 2-stager? It'll be a 2-stager, this one. One of the Amphisbaena heads has wings on it. Yeah, but it's not a true Amphisbaena. It's only inspired. If anything, I'd rather put it on both. But even then I feel like it's going towards Dratini territory. And it is cute, though. It's cool also like when you tie 2 cups with a string. That's a point. Are there any 1-stage? I have only one in the entire game, and it's the Dust Bunny. It'll be extremely powerful. It starts off very weak. I want it to be a POTEMPO that you see, but its scaling is insane. It's kind of like a joke POTEMPO that you can't take as a joke. It's the only one in the entire game that's single stage. I like single stage Pokemon, but like, I feel like every single stage Pokemon I see feels like it needs a baby form, or like the concept isn't interesting enough to formally be one. Case in point, one of my favorites is Phalanx, but like, how do you miss the opportunity to not give it varying formations like a proper regiment, like a troop regiment, you know? Like, you're not going to give it a second evolution or anything. Give it a form change, right? Maybe shields up, and they all kind of come up in this one really defensive fortified formation. And then you have, like, their default mode could be, like, maybe they're, like, split in 2 lines, and then, like, you have spear mode, which is, like, the one that we have in the game. You know what I mean? Oh, this does look like the... You ever played telephone with the phones? That's cool. That's what it looks like. Also, Chad, I think more and more I'm going to make all the baby forms, I mentioned it before, I think it feels right. I don't know why, for all of them to have yellow eye. Yellow is just such a bright color. It's a very unnatural color, so they kind of read like they're more special, right? Rather than me giving blue eyes, brown, black, green. Purple could be a cool choice as well, because purple is an unnatural color in eyes. Oh shit. Chat. You know I'm not putting it on big screen for you. You can't see everything. Because on my screen, it's zoomed in a way, or zoomed out in a way where I can see more. But then when you do that, like this, it'll look like that. It looks like a vine growing out of 2 clay pots. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I'm glad it looks like that. Looks cool, and like, oh yeah, you did say that. Sky was just having an argument, the other would want to tug of war. Tin can phone, Aztec 2-headed snake. Make the Phoenix Prevo a salamander. I won't be doing that, just because I'm gonna be making my salamander inspired by Charizard. I am going to be doing one from... Well, I already did my Blastoise one. Right? It was the Big Shi from Chinese Mythos. So I'll be doing those soon. I'll do a Venusaur one and a Charizard inspired one. Speaking of birdhouse, I know what kind of bird you could use for that Potempo, the cuckoo bird. That's true, right? With the cuckoo clocks? That would be really cool. And a bounce, no worries, Shady, take care. How do they take a dump? Does it come from the other side of the mouth? They don't take dumps, they don't eat. Potempo or spirits. Despotty is like the post-story hidden boss, right? I know. Alright, let me do something like, maybe kind of like a Diamondback kind of feel. I mean, I say Diamondback feel, but it's like the front. I don't want to make it like yellow. Nice and bright design. I might make this guy just a little longer. Just because I can just see it have more. Right? It might need to look something like... Oh, you know what? Let's... Fuck it. Let's have fun. What are we doing? Pretzel time. The other was just so boring. This will certainly add more interest to the design. Agree? Oh, you know what? Yeah, and I'll stop the design like the... Yeah, that's a lot more interesting, chat. Okay, tight. If there are more games, it would be kind of funny if there was always a cute, powerful... Oh no, without a doubt, Jelly. I've thought about that. Like, they would all be kind of... I would kind of treat them like the Mews, or like the tiny mythical Pokemon that exist in every game. You know? But I think it would be fun to make it very diverse at the same time. Like, all the silly, cute... So it would be more things like the Dust Bunny, right? The Dust Bunny's not... It's not a mythological creature, but it's kind of like this commonplace... thing everyone knows about. So if there were more colloquialisms type of concepts, I would really want to do something like that. I'm going to increase the size of these to make them feel a little more cuter as far as proportion. Cool. Successful first design, Aphis Bena. Honestly, for a single stage can be inspired by Yokai Watch since almost all of them are one form. Really? Brood parasitism? What is brood parasitism? I can totally imagine a shopkeeper would want like a cute scarf. Yeah, hell yeah, right? I want to feed it though. You'd probably still feed it like spirit cookies or whatever I do. Name: Dua Lipa. Duoa. Yesterday, you're talking about the Unicorn and Centaur being a split Evo. You also mentioned... Exactly. I was thinking that, Rui. And yet another bird, right? Because the dove is a symbol of peace. And the Unicorn and Pegasus are also, like, these beautiful divine creatures. So, again, I like Potempo being the sum of all their parts, right? So, I like that notion that... Again, I like the more random Evos. And I would look back and... You know, for example, the Terror Bird, right? I had made it a small bird evolving into a big bird. I don't hate that. However, I like a mosquito carrying data. Which, I mean, that is what genetics are, right? Of like a dinosaur, reference to Jurassic Park, evolving into a terror bird, right? This dinosaur-like creature. So to me, I like to find those connections. Here, this is a fun thing because Seshanaga has multiple heads, so the fact that the base form relates to it in a mythological way is awesome and fitting. You know? So yeah, like if I can find those things, I'll do it. But that's why, like, I don't mind when things have like the typical expectation, but where I can subvert expectation, I would love to do that, and that'll be for sure something I figure out as I'm doing my second pack for design. Oh, you know what? Maybe I can do a reference to the wings like this. They also look like islands. Yeah, buddy! Epismena, so cute! The Mangoshin pit fibers, cool patterns. And that first of all sounds sick. Mangoshin. No, Mungshin. Mungshin? Is that Indian? Because in my language, Mungshin means man. Or Munshin. Mungshin. Maybe you could feed them offering sage, jasmine, honey. Yeah, that would be cute. You'll make this guy evolve to Ouroboros. It looks so funny without the teeth. That is brute parasitism. I don't see the description, so it's probably getting blocked by the filter. Love and Hawk feels similar but opposite. Osbina. Oh. Os isn't 2. Yeah, but what with 2? That's Espanol, so if it's Aztec, well, that'd be disrespectful because Aztecs were conquered by the Spaniards, right? So maybe I don't want to use Spanish. So I could go obviously either the Aztec 2-headed serpent, or I could go Amphisbaena and more Greek. Anyway, I'll figure out a name. Since it's offering a good idea. Zuoa. Zuai. Here for the unicorn preview could be a narwhal. Because they're tusks. That's true, but it might be a little too random. Meaning, because it wouldn't be like a grown narwhal. It would probably be a cute. I mean, it could be a cute baby narwhal. Sure. It's worth exploring. No, it's okay. I know what brute parasitism. I wasn't understanding what you're referencing, but I think you mean when something is growing on top of something, and then the other is sucking up all the energy that the other needs to grow. Correct? It wouldn't work like that for these two. They're just one entity, despite having 2 heads. We're allowed to name it, then we befriend them. I will obviously name Jonathan. Oh, John.Any. Okay. Amphisbaena is done. I'm going to now jump into Seshanaga. Okay, which is going to be the evolved form. Its name, oh, we're birds, gotcha. Its name should be portmanteau, something like Ouroboros. Most of my names will be like Ouroboros, don't worry. Okay, Seshanaga. Ready, chat? Time to educate y'all. So Shesha or Sheshanaga, you might have heard of like Seshamaru and stuff, right? Well, the snake Sesha, right, said to hold all the planets of the universe on his hoods and is constantly seeing the glories of Vishnu from all his mouths. He is sometimes referred to as Ananta Shesha. The Narayana form of Vishnu is often depicted as resting on Shesha, accompanied by his consort Lakshmi. Shesha is considered one of the 2 mounts of Vishnu alongside Garuda. We have a Garuda. Brother of Vishnu's incarnation Rama during the Treta Yuga. His name means he who remains, from the Sanskrit root sis, Even if the world is destroyed at the end of each kalpa or era, Shesha remains as he is. So he's generally depicted with a massive form that floats coiled through space or upon the ocean of milk to form the bed which Vishnu lies. Sometimes he's depicted as a 5-headed or 7-headed or a 10-headed serpent, but more commonly as 1,000-headed or 5,000-headed, or even as many as 1,000,000-headed serpent, sometimes with each head wearing an ornate crown. Alright, so very easy. This will probably be my take on like how Pokemon had done, you know, a what do you call it? Dog trio or whatever, but I'm gonna make it more interesting than the way they did Magneto, the master of magnetism. Magneton, Dodrio, Dog trio. We'll make it like that, but interesting. Okay, so let's go ahead. Snakekins, because it's twins? No. Do they have snake faces or human faces? It does have, who? Seshanaga? 100 serpent is just Paschetti. Yeah, too long, didn't read. Do got a lot of heads, it's true. Why have I done the... Chat, I want to see you guys explain why all of my creatures, the first forms, have totem heads. I've explained it too many times. Which is no fault of new people. Wow, this is beautiful. Look at the coloration. I'm sure the people, townspeople, color these, and you can see petals here and leaves. You can see that kind of chalky, kind of beautiful. I might use those colors. I'm not looking for names, so I'm not going to really respond to the names. I'm going to focus on my designs for now. Thank you, chat. I'll take a dozen. Yeah, let's go. The multi-headed Magneto. All right, so honestly, I'm going to, you know, use this as a base. I really love the fact that it's coiled together like that. Like a tornado. And as we saw and read in the cosmology, not cosmology, in the, you know, mythos of Sesha or Shesha, Seshanaga lies in like the cosmic, like, so think about it. We call it the Milky Way. And so the idea is that there was like a sea of milk of which the world, because the milk is this life-giving thing, right? And why, you know, potentially, not potentially, but one of many reasons why the cow is revered. Well, specifically by Hindus, actually. So it's kind of nice to have this almost feel like very liquidy, like a kind of just a lot of motion here. And I'm going to make this a cobra kind of creature. You know what? I'm going to do actually from the... Oh, Chad, I've formally been applying to a lot of different kind of jobs. I'll talk about it if I get a traditional job, but how it might affect streams and things like that. Because I'm in a 9 to 5 and trying to sort all this kind of stuff out. So I love that his Cobra hood is full of different snakes. So I'm going to... Really does look like Arbok, huh? This is going to be a very fun challenge. Like, how do we make it unique? You know? Oh, it could be like each head, so it kind of looks like a hand. Something interesting happening. Let's see here. What if you made it into a big ball of tangled snakes with eyes peeking inside? That's too Tangela vibes for my taste. It's not just because they're shy. To correct that, it's because they're not accustomed to the world, and how they appear is like them leaving their reality to join ours. And shy isn't, it's not incorrect, but I'm trying to find the right way to word it. And part of why I say, like, chat, tell them this, because I want to see how well I've described it, or if I need more work in how to, if I describe things, I say a lot of different things, and I'm working out. But while it's true that they're, kind of shy, it's more like the world is, like, where they're coming from, they're protected in a way that, well, that just looks like the poop of them. Milk and honey. Hey, honey. Why some hand-like shape and each finger has its own set? It's exactly what I was doing. Tachikan running the dragon snake, which is the coolest snake species ever. It looks awesome. I'll have to look into that. I like the cool shape at the bottom, gives basket or even planet-like shape imagery. Hell yeah. Maybe it wouldn't fit, but apply the Hansa shape. Yeah, Hansa is the hand. From Middle Eastern mythos. Cool symbology for sure. In Greek mythology, the Milky Way is why it's different. And a lot of Hinduism stuff came to Greek stuff and jumped between, We had as a neck or just fill. I don't know. I feel like it could detach itself. But I'm trying to see how I want to do this, because I don't want it to look like the poop emoji. There's that, right? I like the basket kind of imagery, which is like, I'm not gonna lie, a little, what's the word? Stereotypical. And that would feel more like the Pokemon kind of thing. But at the same time, there is credence to this design. Because I'm looking at a statue, likely where it's placed, probably in the courtyard of a temple. And you can just add this fun patterning every now and then just to break up all this space, I think that's a cool nod to the statue itself, in addition to it's like a tornado of snakes. Honestly, this mythical serpent sounds more mythic. Not gonna lie. Yeah, I understand that. There's still plenty of room to... Again, the way I'm doing it is because this is my culture, I feel like I have a little more leeway. I wouldn't want to take someone else's religion and culture and be like, it's not worthy. But in the same vein that I made the Scorpion Men and the, Spider-Woman far more, powerful than, not far more powerful, but, stronger than we might expect. I think, it's okay for me to play with the levels here. I think I'm going to do like just 3 head. And either way, you know what? If this guy is going to have a second stage evolution in the next game, then it's cool that he gets to be a powerful second stage. Because by every merit, many of the mythological entities I've chosen is far, like, they should be depicted far stronger than they actually are, right, chat? Like, many of them. Like, and I never mean to disrespect, but that's why I'm always saying I'm not making one-to-one Seshanaga, right? I'm using that influence to help me get the design I need. You know what I mean? If obviously, you know, when I say Hydra doesn't belong as a second or a first stage, that makes sense. More like, you know, Amphisbaena is not like it's got like a lot of pull in the real world, right? But it's not like this creature that I'm drawing right here is actually Seshanaga, right? It's just inspired by it, right? Because the first through line of the design, of the first design, is that it's got two heads. And Seshanaga is an entity that has been depicted with many. So this kind of fusion feels right, you know? Actually, you know what? Maybe it'll be... Yeah, I'm going to simplify it. I'm going to make this kind of like a pseudo-Hydra, essentially, right? And the name and the concept of a Hydra is just multi-headed. And you have like the one... And it does look kind of like a hand reaching out of a pot or something, which is really cool. You get a lot of movement with the tongues. Maybe they're feeling out like the air and the... You know what? Maybe the top one... Maybe the top one is like longer and can extend further out, you know? Let me look up snake with them. Just because I want it to look a little... Huh. Oh, here we go. Okay, let's see. You can add their tail sticking out here and there in the basket part, just the very ends. It looks like a cyclone. I don't think it's needed for all inspirations to be accurate. No, for sure. And like I said, because it's Indian mythos, I feel a little more comfortable by like, you know, another thing I had to think about, chat, was like, I don't want to make it so that all of the Indian mythos that I have are all OP, right? And like, because like, think about it, a lot of Indian mythos is all about, you know, just gods with so many arms and heads and power, and they restructured the cosmic planes and this and that. And I'm like, I don't want to play kind of favoritism, you know? So I had to naturally, you know, scale down many Hindu gods and you know, points of reference, you know? So that is something I was absolutely aware of. This looks really cool. I can't believe I'm managing to have it look like hands. A hand that's reaching out of a basket. Ooh, you know what? Yeah, let me give it a cool... Okay, cool. And we had a suggestion for a snake. Well, I'm gonna look up Vasuki indicus versus the Titan boa. 36 to 50 feet long. Vasuki, Hindu snake god. Ooh. Okay, and then I'm gonna look up the Mongshan Pit Viper for sale. Ooh, it does have a really cool pattern. It's like green and black. It's hard to... I don't know how to depict that. It's beautiful. The marbling on this thing is gorgeous, chat. Look at that. Okay, let me see what you guys are saying over here. I'm back, John. Oh no, had a great time watching the stream. All right, take care, Retro. We'll see you tomorrow. You can add small tail to imitate the fourth finger for more handy look. No character. Does it have a unique name? Basically a generic one. And Eddie, imagine him as like a Hephaestus type where he's blacksmith but isn't afraid to party. Oh, sorry. Ichi, Ni, and Kevin. Bonnie, are D&D characters allowed to be inspired? Yeah, I have like plenty of D&D concepts. I don't know about characters, right? Like, so for example, I have what do you call it? The owl bear, right? I have like a gelatinous cube. I don't have like humanoid. I want to see what I can do with the oh, it could be cool where like the three tails kind of like jut out like this. This is a very interesting design. Lightning pattern looks dope, right? It's... I think I just kind of wanted to look like, again, like teeth or something, like kind of like picking up from the teeth design here. I want to lift the body up a little bit so there's... I do want it to look and feel like a cobra. So I'll have... that. The other snakes aren't as... How do I... something like that. You know what? This, I think I do want to make it more like a... This, you know what? It does look Pokemon-esque. But, you know what? Fuck it. Let's ball. I'm gonna let it sit like this just because I don't... It's worth to explore and see if I like it. Because I suspect, you know, sometimes could be the play. I don't know if I like the tail, actually. I feel like that makes the silhouette a little clunky, huh, chat? And rather than it, I want it to feel like one entity, so it doesn't need three tails. Oh, it... Let me keep it like that. I also wouldn't... You know what? Actually, I kind of like it like this, man. Like the original sculpture. Just to give it a wide base. Oh, hold on. Maybe it could still come and it's just one tail. That is a very interesting shape for a snake, you know? Which is pretty cool. Don't forget the dragon snake. True, true, true. The Ghidorah POTEMPO unofficially, yeah. How about forming the tails into a hood? Vine snake for one of the side heads? Look up dragon snake. I'll look up vine snake first. Twig snake. Oh, they're a lot thinner. They're kind of cute. I don't hate them. They got cute little faces, huh? Look up dragon snake. Xenodermis. Oh, hell yeah. That looks awesome. I've seen many pictures of him. He's got smaller spikes, so it's harder to work. And let me see. Like that tail coming here. See. Oh. What if... Wait. Actually, you know what? Let me not delete it. I got an idea. Chat, check this out. So I'm gonna do... I'll save this. Keep it to the side. By the way, we're at 2 hours in. Exactly. 8:33. I'm gonna see if I can get this guy done soon, and then hopefully finish up the Spider Woman. I always laugh when I say Spider Woman. Not Spider Woman. I'm gonna bring you down here. Look at this. Because it could be a fun way to play on the notion of like using false heads and, you know, mimicry and stuff. Kind of this idea. It could be that he's a cobra. And so he's got his hood. That's what these are called, by the way. Hood. The hood of the cobra. And usually there's like maybe potential markings and stuff. Because the Indian cobra is a very iconic creature from there, and I want to again pay homage. So we have the cobra. Hand check soon, thank you. Actually, you know what? Hand check right now. Thank you, Kay. I appreciate that. I like how it looks like it's flexing. I'm going to remember is the Groot saying probably in the sequel. If anything, I like the idea of the Makara transforming into Makara, who's a mount, right? And I also depowered him by making him a second stage. I think I can make the Makara Gariel evolve into the Groot slang in the second year. But I think when Matsus has said something about forming the tails into a hood, I think there's something there that I really want to... Make sure you guys stretch with me if you're drawing, okay? I think there's something really cool that I've cooked up. That can, essentially, again, on the whole faux heads and multiple heads and all that kind of stuff. Get ready, chat? Actually, you know what? Let me take a little... I'm getting my new iPad tomorrow. I'm very excited. The 2024 iPad Pro, the 13-inch. And then after that, Thursday, I ordered a statue bust. And the only reason I bought it was because you never see merch of this character. And it happened to go on sale. So I'll show you what it is on Thursday if it gets here before stream starts. Very excited. Watching this in Law and Order. Ding ding! How is Law and Order? I've never seen a full episode of it to this day. I've only caught snippets. Like when I saw it as a kid when I was younger, obviously I wasn't interested in it because it was a cartoon. So one-headed cobra with 2 or more tails looking like heads. Exactly. I want to kind of do this though. So it could be that the tails kind of come here, and we'll get a cool shape here. Ooh, maybe, okay, so maybe the tail kind of wraps around its body. And watch this. I can kind of add like a rattlesnake's kind of thing, and it points it out. Like extra heads. But now I'm kind of looking at it, and it kind of looks like boobies. Ah, okay. This idea is done. I liked the idea. Let me see if there's anything cool about this. Army snake staff, kinda, right? Something like that, but what if they wrapped up this way? Let's see what funky things I could do for shape and movement. Sock puppets, which is basically Hydreigon has sock puppets. I definitely don't want that. Alright, you know what? Let's stick with the original where it's three-headed, right? Evolving from Amphisbaena. Maybe its hood can have two holes on the side. Oh, that would be cool. Although I feel like that might make it a little too complicated. If I'm gonna do it like this, I'll just have them be heads, right? Ooh, what if their tongues connect like this? You just kind of sometimes have to just push out ideas and see what are stupid and what sticks and what's cool. I think this is like the X across the front. There is something interesting about it. Keep it simple. You know, as much as I like the stability of this base, I might have to add like, it might just have to be something like this. I think this is far more, the shape was more like a pot, cyclone. It's a far more interesting design. I want it to be a... I don't want to do too much. You have that. Horned snakes? Yeah, why not put some horned snakes? Go for a walk, enjoy the walk. I haven't been on a walk in a minute. So let's leave it like that. Alright, let me just put down some colors. I really like this, like... Oh, that's just like Ekans and Arbok. Dang it. Pokemon, you've done everything already, huh? Yeah, definitely not. Picking it right out of the statue ring. What are we thinking about colors, chat? Ooh, hold on. I'm mad at that. Oral snake colors? Do a 2-mile walk every morning with your wife? It should be me. I should be walking 2 miles with my wife. That sounds amazing. Where do I find a wife? All my aunties are pressuring me. There's my own mother and father. Stay in the mood. Yeah, you like it? Use black, green, and yellow, like the snake. Green and yellow. I think the lime green is too much. But see, this color actually looks very similar to my Makara. I mean, he's also Indian, right? But snakes have rainbow bows and some have iridescence. I was thinking the iridescence part because I'm seeing the pink over here, and I really like potentially adding like some sort of pink like this. You know what? I kind of like this, where I can have like the heads be colored in a way that's and maybe like the main snake, he gets the most importance, you know? My dad went to prison with her grandfather? That's crazy. That's kind of the coolest meat story I've ever heard, actually. Pink is nice. I think so too, Jelly. Oxidized copper? That's true too, right? Auntie Fisher is intense. Hey, aunties, I get it. I'm an uncle now. I love my godsons more than anything in this scary, dangerous world. And, you know, I only want the best for him. So, you know, I know my aunties want the best for me. But my parents are also really adamant about it because my brother's married, sister's married. My brother just bought a house. My sister has a house and kids. But at least I ordered a statue, and it's coming to me soon. So I got that going for me, which is nice. And I got my chat. All right, let's see. They were arrested for being against communism? Damn! We like the side heads looking like stones? Thanks. Anytime I see pink and green together, I think of watermelon. Alright, this is a hack, chat. You want to see a cool hack for colors? Look, I put these down. These look okay. I don't entirely love them. I do like the idea of like having them fall back as stone, which is very Gorgon-esque too. Let me make it more like a hood. I want to get his jaw far, yeah. And you know what? If anything, I want to really extend. Because one, it'll make for a nicer hierarchy, right? Positioning of power. But it's a very unique silhouette. It's very fun. Ooh, it could look crazy if I like really have it hooked like this. Hold on, chat. Let's explore that real quick, huh? No, so this is what I'll do. Let me do that. That. Oh, let me show you the color trick. Sometimes all you gotta do is I put down these colors, right? And it's just colors, right? Like it's not anything I'm super feeling. So what I like to do is I'm gonna grab this like this, go into adjustments, hue and saturation, and I'm gonna just kind of go through the slider, just in case I come across a not seeing none. Hold up. Only found the happy ending that, yeah, hell yeah. Sun's always fire. I need to go. No worries. Enjoy. When it's sleeping, do you think the leading headset turns to stone? That would be so cute, Jelly. It could be. I think that's probably the case. Oh, you know what? It could be really cute where maybe he's like the big bro and he lets his little brothers sleep for a good chunk of the day because he's the big, strong one. And then they're like super alert when he's sleeping. Or I could just make it that they all sleep at the same time, which I guess would be a dumb thing, but since they are spirits, not like... Do POTEMPO even sleep? That's something I'll have to sit down and figure out, huh? Chad, I also realized we still have to finish Spider-Woman. Right? It could be, you know what, Chad? It could also be straight up like a gray. And it could like set up like, again, a rivalry or something with Medusa. You know? Not as interesting, but... I kind of like that. And I can have the main color be more alive as far as a color. You know what I mean? Okay. Still interesting that it still looks like a hand, huh? Scorpion Man? Scorpion Man's mostly finished for the first pass. I'm not too worried about working on him for the... Don't forget the cosmological aspects you could go for. I could. Triplets. I can't unsee a snake man with snake arms trying to scare a kid. Sneak on shrooms. Think not eating is fine. Sleeping? What is sleep? Maybe since POTEMPO are in a familiar world, they need to recharge. I think that is probably why that... It's not so much sleep, but why my POTEMPO revert to baby forms after they fight. You know? It's connected to the player's mana, right? So maybe like after a while, you spend more mana like early on as your player character is kind of like weaker and learning about POTEMPO and doesn't have enough experience points. But I like the idea that kind of like in Digimon you have burst evolution to jump like a couple of stages to get to your final. That's like something that's probably like you get in the end. But you have to like manage your mana and all that kind of stuff to like figure out who should I evolve for this battle. And it could be like, you know, it's not just your POTEMPO you would take to the POTEMPO center or whatever, but you'd need to recharge your own personal energy because you are as responsible to the success of the POTEMPO than themselves training, right? Very important thing to me that the player character physically and mentally are on the line with their creatures. No? Alright, so here's like an interesting thing. I don't love the gray actually in hindsight. Let me see if I can get blue, the New York Knicks. Ooh, wait, maybe an earthen color would work. The bottom look like donuts. Delicious creamy donuts. But I do like the earthen stone kind of look too. Okay, I'll kind of leave it like that up just a little brighter. Maybe a more deeper. Yes, something like that seems nice, chat. Oh wait, this might be it. Something like that. Add sprinkles on the snake. I love refrigerators. Really want to draw more. Drawing with the mouse is fine. Waste too much time? I mean, it's harder for sure. I don't want you to look at it as wasting though. Lasers donuts with some pink. Oof, getting some pink on there. Hey, my hand is kind of hurting now. I've been drawing all day to get to the video. Let me do... Okay, I'll leave it like this for now, chat. Ooh, I like these kind of hooks that come from the... I'm gonna use that pit viper, like the little spikes, just to give a little bit of interest along the back of the snake here. And I'll have like the little horns kind of come up. I mean, I've never seen a snake like this. What about you guys? Paint copper triple snake? Clay snake with paint on the heads? Yeah, I think that's why I like putting the green here. Connects it to the main, and like this clay kind of color is really nice. Yeah, I think I'll leave it right there. And it connects very well visually to the first form too. Craziest middle finger ever. In the final one, it'll definitely be pushed. The shapes will be like something like... Crap, I've already drawn it and I'm already seeing what I wanted. Yeah, buddy. All right, cool. Oof, my hand is killing me, chat. Let me put on a little... Need to get sponsored by BioFreeze. Stuff helps. Badass Serpent, official POTEMPO team. Let's go. I gotta finish up this Spider Queen. It's kind of my goal. We started her yesterday. The donut needs spikes as well. Hey, sometimes a textured donut. Oh man, I need a donut. Okay, so. Okay. Let's reveal the other guys. Oh, there she is, my Spider Queen. Alright. She's looking pretty cool. I'm going to... This Vena... You know what I'll do? I'll quickly do this. I know, right? I want you guys to have a lot of choices, and there's gonna be... Look, I would definitely have the Amphibina sleep on my shoulders like a scarf. That's too cute. At this rate, Bonnie's making awesome POTEMPO. Listen, I genuinely believe I have the capacity, you know, by taking the time and putting love and care, of making every single one of these guys really awesome and cute and cool. And I'm not going to, and you know, no matter what company, you know, if people are like, Pokemon's not like this or that, they're not trying to put quote unquote bad designs out, right? Like, it's just that, you know, sometimes people don't like the direction, you know, it's not for them, right? Nothing crazy. All the stuff I missed, that's okay. What if the small one is just stuck in pottery? As it grows, the clay gets stuck everywhere, and only when it finally gets a third head, it can do more as to fix positions because clay hardened. I think that's more Pokemon train of thought where it's like evolution wise, but these are spirits, right? I'm having more so the concepts live between the two. It doesn't have to explain why the nature or spirit of this creature is based on this mythology, you know? There's always going to be like a through line that lives underneath. I don't think I need to always justify why things are done in such a way. We always want that for Pokemon because in Pokemon, they're growing in the world, right? They're physically affected by other Pokemon and the environment, right? That's why Eevee is so important to the mythos, because it kind of puts Pokemon on display, right? How they need to adapt. These guys... Oh. Here. But yeah, I'm confident that, like, I wouldn't push out anything that isn't my best work. You know what I mean? Like, I'm confident in my talents because that's something I've nurtured. I'm not going to push out designs that I don't think fit the world, or like, there's a lot of care being put into all these creatures. Little by little. Obviously not all of these are going to be filled up. It's just, I'm going to have to restructure this Dex page. But yeah, it's looking good. I'd be happy if just one generation of POTEMPO exists now. Hopefully a game. Yeah, it would be amazing. Yeah, they're spirits, you know, and so that's why, like, going back into why they wear masks, right? they're not of our world. They're kind of protecting their inner peace and who they are, and they open up because of the potential that lives in them that helps them like really unfurl to be these beautiful, interesting creatures. Right? Thank you, Orca. I appreciate it. So this dude, Rick. It's 9 o'clock. I'm gonna try to finish this up by 9:30 or sooner. But it would be great if I could get this spider concept. Okay. So, let's see. Looking at this, it could be really cool to have her looking like she's sitting on her own body. That would be pretty damn insane, huh? What's up, Rec? Welcome in. Let's get this done. I could, but you know what it is, Kay? I did, I already... The design has to... Take care, Jelly. Have a good one. Sitting on a throne. It could be that, but it could also be that her throne is moving. If I did this, this would be boring. So what it is that it definitely needs to... Whatever this extra pair of limbs are, it needs to enhance the design as far as function. Because the look is down for the most part. You know? Let's see. Like a wheel? That would be pretty insane, huh? I wouldn't consider that, but not against that. I think, because if you do that. Yeah, just don't over... Exactly. I've been drawing a lot the last few weeks. I've been drawing for videos for the channel. Don't let the Rule 34 hours get it. Yeah. I think that's what it is, chat. I've been working on videos 3 weeks in a row, doing POTEMPO designs 4 days a week. Might need to take like a break tomorrow. Ball of spider silk? I mean, I'm not against it, but again, I'm trying to figure out what to do more so with the extra limbs. Like that's the kind of thing that's really getting. Ooh, you know what? I kind of like this better. Yeah, that's true. And I'm definitely gonna take another break, a long break, before I release Pokemon Cross D&D stuff, because I have been drawing and creating a lot recently. So what I'll do is I'll probably take tomorrow as a break, now that I think about it, because my hand is bothering me. Again, I know what happened last. And I've been working on POTEMPO stuff non-stop. Unicorn can wait. Maybe she sits, but the leg troughs like a big X. That's what I was thinking, but... Oh, wait a second. It could be interesting. Women's fashion for inspiration? Can POTEMPOs breed like Pokemon? As of now, I do deserve a break, right? Yeah, it's my third video this week, and those take a lot of effort. Doing another 5 designs this week. 4 days a week, about 3 hours POTEMPO. I have been drawing a lot. There might be a way I can kind of do some sort of like spirit, not breeding, but like in a way, if for the sake of like, again, I don't even want to think about the competitive elements. Yeah, whole squad's telling you to rest. I know. So should I maybe push the video for next week? I haven't been out for a walk in 2-3 weeks too. The moment I started making videos again, at least a coffee break. Favorite design you ever made? Favorite design I ever made? I mean, I think I'm super proud of the whole Kintori stuff. Alright, chat. I might take a break. How should I do this? So I'll probably take... What I'll do is I'll push this week's video to like maybe the week after. That way I won't do any art and drawing stuff. You know what? Let's leave the spider lady like this for now. She's pretty well developed. A second pass could really do wonders. Yeah, I don't want to really do breeding mechanic and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, that's true. Items, exactly. Because it doesn't really fit the vibe of POTEMPO. You know, where it's like you're trying to get the best creature. Like, the idea is I'm trying to help you get the best friendship. You know? Stretch? I did hit my stretch ski. I did do the stretch earlier. If I do this, that's very praying mantis. And then I feel like if I do the hair, it still reads like praying. Spirits like polymerization. I guess, yeah, you maybe like you could fold in other spirits into another one. But yeah, like I don't even like the term recruiting. I think military and like needing to build an army. But it's more like you're befriending your POTEMPO. Huh? I think there's something really cool here. Probably want to lift the legs up higher. So it's like something like that. Ooh, wait a second. Maybe got her arms folded. Just have these like spindly kind of hook arms. Probably a bit much for the world, but I'm imagining a totem like Gasha Machine that could serve as a similar process to breeding, kind of like Pokaro. What is Pokaro? A fan made? Totem like Gasha Machine that could serve as similar on breeding. I guess there. I mean, Gacha is a common thing. That would be cute, right? Little totem things that pop out, but like it wouldn't be, you know, POTEMPO. It would be like items and stuff, maybe that contain stuff. Right? But yeah, I don't like the concept of fusions per se. I don't hate it. It would be a cool gimmick that, you know, Pokemon hasn't done that I could really do. But need a totem that you go to like a vending machine. There's a lot of fun, cute things I can do. Sure. Maybe, you know what, the shapes just need to be more in. Maybe it's more like. Ooh, that's definitely more in. Usually more Digimon, yeah. I mean, and Digimon's a major influence. I don't shy away from that at all. Like, I reckon I have like a lot more, you know, Digimon influence in a lot of ways I approach things. All right, chat. So what should I do? Should I take a break for the rest of the week? Maybe start up again on Monday? Because yeah, it's definitely not good that I'm feeling not even mentally fatigued, but like my hand is kind of. And I realize like I've been drawing 3 weeks straight, but meaning like for the channel, which is one thing, and then streaming as well. And I was doing much better when I was doing just POTEMPO and not additional videos for the channel. I did do at least my yeah, that's true, right? I'll see how I feel tomorrow. What I'll say. Yeah, and like it hasn't been bothering me until like literally maybe yesterday I noticed it, and then today as well. It's not a good thing that I'm like pulling out my biofreeze and trying to draw through it. Okay, so I'll figure out what I need to do for. Look, see, this certainly looks more interesting to me than this. Break would be good. Maybe you can even get more ideas. Draw off cam. I'm gonna definitely not draw off cam just because I want to for sure take a break and like I tend to overdo it, you know. So I'll be better about not overdoing it outside of cam, you know, because the old me would do that. So let's see. I'll probably push the video then to like next week. But dang, Pokemon.D is gonna be so intensive. It's been. I'm wondering, maybe do I just release the redesigned designs just one by one rather than attach the whole story and do all the edits? But I wrote out this story and spent all this time. Summer project? Tempo is my separate project. Decisions, chat. Spider lady, what's the last thing I need? Oh, maybe it can be something like that. That's come on. How does that mean? Take care late. Have a good one. Yeah, I just want to land this spider lady. That's well, you know what? I kind of want to give her, yeah, this maybe this abdomen kind of thing for her. I don't know why I like that. Maybe this is like my homage to like the Zerg. She's lacking some eye. Yeah, but again, she's not like a true. Like, she's got the legs, but there are some spider Pokemon that have multiple eyes. You know what I'm gonna do? I think I'm just gonna do this for now. Kind of like. And I can have like some sort of string kind of thing. Yeah, I'll leave it like that for now. Double check on the spider auction. Other things you're talking about, I don't see it honestly. Yeah. Or you know what? It could also be maybe it spits from her fangs. So it could be like this. Oh, or they fire from here like cannons from her legs. You know? I'll leave it like this for now, chat. This. Also, I just realized it's very Spider-Man like. The blue-red. Let me see what colors I can kind of rotate. I really like the colors, but so chat, I'm probably gonna take a little bit of a break. Maybe next Monday. Tomorrow's Wednesday. So I probably won't release a video on Saturday. I think I really needed it. Glad you guys understand and encouraged it, because I wouldn't have considered a break. I guess it was talking about the pain and didn't even realize, you know? Thank you for that. I've been working on stuff like a madman. Push the red to gold? Clean. Why is... There you go. I wonder how I could do maybe multiple eyes on her if she, but I don't think she needs. And once he's gonna have a really insane like second, I think. You deserve it. Thank you, Drago. Thank you. Good. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. I need to start. Oh, it's probably true. Honestly, yesterday I noticed I was feeling a little pain, but I think today, and I caught myself earlier. I was like I haven't walked in 3 weeks, and I thought about it. 3 weeks ago was when I started putting out the 5K video. Can't fall into my... Yeah, I mean, I enjoy making the videos, don't get me wrong, but like, I'm not getting the... Well, I kind of like the old. I'm not getting the return on investment. And I'm not blaming anyone, I'm not blaming myself, I'm not blaming algorithm or this or that. It's the time and place, and I'm getting more value out of streaming and creating something like this green. Maybe it's like, you know, like I can spend all this time on videos, you know, like yesterday's video or the weekend video. I really enjoyed it, and I know other people did too, but whether or not I had a good thumbnail or this, like, I don't want to worry about that stuff. You know, I just want to create that. You know? And being able to just stream POTEMPO designs, like, that's all that's required of me. Like, I like that, you know? Like, I've put Pokemon, even Pokemon Cross D&D on the back burner. And again, I spent a lot of time doing a lot of stuff for it, but I'm like, I don't even mind that I put it on the back burner, because again, just like anything else, like, I'm working on something that's for me, and there's just something more rewarding. So I might even like slow down on Pokemon D&D, and maybe I'll just, let's see, cancel. I hate that word, because I've already put so much into writing it and recording it and choosing which Pokemon and this, that, and the other. But like, in reality, I should probably be working on writing the story to POTEMPO and stuff, right? Like, what am I doing? Dang. Ooh, you know what? I like the yellow eye. And then what if I made it navy blue and orange? Ooh, wait, I like that. Oh, and then they're both kind of orange, you know? Understand taking a break, dudes. Better take break. Yeah, that's what happened last time, yeah? Focus on writing while you take a break. Yeah, and you know what? I'll just keep pushing on POTEMPO development rather than in Pokemon D&D. I love that stuff, but like, I'm feeling more creatively fulfilled working on POTEMPO. You know? Maybe, dare I say, maybe all the work I did for Pokemon Cross D&D, I restructure for a POTEMPO story. Because there's a lot of stuff in there that's like, I mean, it's, you know, an original story by me. So especially the revamped version. And then I can little by little just kind of tell a more general story, maybe. You know? I definitely want to do more Spider Lady stuff later. I'll leave it like this for now. She's pretty cool. Oh yeah, here we are at 3 hours. All right, chat. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put out the next video on 25th of May, which is Saturday after next. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to come back the 20th. I better not push it. I think that's the case. So I'm going to take off Wednesday, Thursday, and then my Saturday, Sundays I have off. I'm going to just, you know what, tomorrow I'm going to go on a walk. I'm going to enjoy the sun. Yeah, what am I doing? I'm getting back into my old habits. It's non-stop working sun up, sun down. Okay, that's what I'll do. All right, chat. I'm going to call it here as we get to the 3 hour mark. I need to keep my hand healthy. I got back into my old ways. All like, ooh, hold on. Oh, but this black and red is so classic. I like the yellow too. There's something appealing about it where it's like, don't mess with me. And even this black with this, I kind of like that, chat. I like this. Like a classic, right? This is very fun. Like the video, yeah, like the video. Go watch the last video I put out. Ooh, I like this, chat. I might do that. Might be it. Better resemble a Black Widow with this color palette. Hey, bye, Bonnie. Have a good break. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, cool. A good place too. Oh, there's one last thing I'm gonna do, chat. Thank you for the kind words. I'm going to do sizes for these guys. So these guys. Again, I like even the babies being like a sizable kind of thing, you know? Yeah, this seems about right to me. What outside of my garage? Nice. Well, is that a good thing or a bad thing? Here we go. Here's these guys, this family right here. Perfect sizes. Again, I like to have my creatures have some sort of, you know, gravitas. You know? Hello, Ollie. Loving the Arachnid? Nice. Oh, okay. Finally able to catch a stream, but I'm calling it actually, Ollie. And then on top of that, I'm taking a little break because I just realized I've been overworking myself like crazy. I also do have... Let's look over at these snakes too, and then we'll call it a night. I'm going to take a little bit of a break, chat. I think I probably overworked myself. So I will more than likely come back Monday. All right? Big badass here. But cool, guys. Take care. I'll keep in touch through. I'll still pull up polls and stuff. I'll chat with you guys here and there, Discord or otherwise. Take care of yourselves. I am so realizing now, if I've been a little quiet, like, dang, I haven't been outside in like 3 weeks properly. Like, I mean, I've gone out to see a friend maybe once or twice, but like, I used to like really do my walks and all that kind of stuff. So, all right, take care. Have a wonderful night. And we will catch you at the next one. Thank you, Ollie, and thank you, everybody. I will see you Monday, where I'll continue the POTEMPO streams. Next week, I think coming after the break, I think it is probably time to work on the Charizard and the Venusaur homage. So please look forward